What's going on, Philadelphia Eagles fans? It's your boy Philly Day One. And as I look across all these guys' pages, meaning these guys, I mean the Philadelphia Eagles, as I look across these guys' pages, they're constantly working out. They're constantly honing in skills. This is the off season. Some guys are at the beach, and some guys are with their families. It seems like football, with the kind of group we have now, it seems like football is the only thing that matters. And as a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles, that looks beautiful. Looks beautiful. Cooper DeJean was seen, working out, and I guess uh, maybe a safety coach or a cornerback coach, looking like he was learning new techniques, to take into the season. I think Cooper DeJean is really preparing for everything that could be thrown at him. One thing that we can all say about Cooper DeJean, outside of his athletic ability, is that he is so freaking smart. He watches a lot of film. He's overly prepared. It's the same as with Quinyon Mitchell, and that's something you really want out of your safety, more so than anything, your safety. But when your corners do it, that is really good for your football team. Really good for your football team. And I got a video of Cooper DeJean putting in that extra work. So I'm going to show it to you in the video. Stay tuned for that. The other cornerback, brand new to the squad, in which if you follow me, I think he need to be signed right now. But signing to another deal right now. Because he's putting up he's the aura that he's bringing, and it's like he's proven something this year. Rick Woodland, man, I can't say enough about this kid. Rick Woodland is taking this Eagles defense by storm. If he plays how he's been playing, they might have to try Quinyon Mitchell. And if you're an Eagles fan who watches the film and look at everything, you trying Quinyon Mitchell just don't bode well for you at all. And if Rick Woodland comes in here and makes you try Quinyon Mitchell, good Lord, you in for a long day. You in for a long day. And it looks like that will be the case. He's still working. I got video of him still working. And Rick Woodland, to me, is just going to be something big for this team, man. And last year, we were so worried about cornerback 2. That looks like it was 3 years ago. Cornerback 2 is such a full-blown conclusion. I don't think we'll talk about it all year long as Rick Woodland stay healthy. As long as our core cornerbacks stay healthy, we won't talk about how bad our cornerback play is at all. We're going to get into that. And what we know of Jalen Hurts is that he prepares in every way possible. If you know that anything is going to be taken care of, you would think our quarterback part of our team is taken care of in a mental sense, because he gonna keep working. He lifts and he comes in early. This man lives, breathes. It's his life. Football is his life. And now he's got people on the same track with him. We just talked about 2 corners who probably are some of the best corners in the league, still putting in that work. Like they trying to prove something. That means really good things for this defense. That means really good things for this Eagles team. And Jalen Hurts has hosted a workout session and golf session with a couple of guys off the team. I said a couple of guys, man. He got a lot of people who we think gonna start. On this team, working out with him and golfing with him, getting that rest in, enjoying themselves, and then getting to that offense. I'm gonna tell you, after I show you the videos and the pictures of those guys out there in Florida, and after I show you all that stuff, I'm gonna tell you what I believe Jalen Hurts is doing. And you know what it is. It's for the betterment of the team. So let's get into it. such like he's so good from what I've seen, and he is going up against true enough too. He is going up against a first time play caller, um, and that that right there could be a good reason for why he's making plays, but he's making the plays. You just being around the ball to disrupt plays, that's one thing, and that's a good thing to have going on. But when you are making the plays that are there, turnovers, which he was getting. He had three interceptions. So when it was three or two. Right, so we'll go with two because I can think of the two right now. But when you're getting those turnovers, not every cornerback in this league gets those turnovers. As good as Quinyon Mitchell is being, he getting his turnovers in the playoffs. He's getting his interceptions in the playoffs. In regular season games, Quinyon Mitchell is getting PBUs, which is really good. Which is really good because you still can't really throw at him, but he's getting these PBUs, and the elites get turnovers. He's getting his turnovers mostly in the playoffs. His last two seasons, he get all his turnovers in the playoffs, which is big time. Big time players make big time plays. But if you can make those plays in the regular season, man, that bodes well for the team, helping them get into the playoffs. We got a lot of playoff performing players on the team. If that translates to the regular season, we end up being juggernauts in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Easy juggernauts in the NFL. So Cooper DeJean is actually learning. He's learning new techniques, two new techniques with a coach. And the coach. I don't know if this coach is a strictly a corners coach or a safeties coach, but with him, which you see him learning from this coach, seems very beneficial to either one. You can play either one of those. Cooper DeJean is fast. Cooper DeJean can jump. He is smart. If you mix that in with a whole lot of technique, it makes him hard to beat, man. It makes him hard to beat. I don't believe with Cooper DeJean playing as well as he's going to be playing this season, anybody want him at safety. I don't think people want, like at nickel, you can just throw away from the middle of the field. Throw to the, I guess you can throw to the outside if you want to go that route. Man, y'all finna get me happy than a mug. So I'm finna play this video, show him some of the stuff that Cooper DeJean has been learning.
How you feel your position? Yeah, you feel that? You feel that position? Not bad. So I want one high, one low. So if this one's high, yeah. Now if I reset, you see how you can kind of like if you keep this hand here and I keep going, see how you can kind of carry with me. Yeah. There you go. Yes. Now if I was to go out, you got a four-way go. Yeah.
Cooper DeJean is somebody who spent a lot of time watching film. He did that with what was his name? Parker, the cornerbacks coach. So Christian Parker, he had Christian Parker, and Christian Parker was really big on watching film with Cooper DeJean, and Cooper DeJean has took that to a whole new level. He's always watching film. Now you give him the technique. You give him the technique. He's more than athletic to do anything you ask of him. He's more than strong enough to do anything you ask of him. Cooper DeJean becomes a problem. He becomes a problem, and he works. He works nonstop. He works all the time. As much as you see him out, you see him working. I think Cooper DeJean has a very big year in interceptions. Somebody's going to find out really fast. You can't throw to the outside of this defense. Cooper DeJean will eat them up. Nobody wants him at safety. Nobody wants, I think the other teams don't want him at safety because of everything that he'd see. You probably see a lot at nickel, but you oversee everything at safety. So I think a lot of people play a lot of dime against us, and you'll try to target Marcus Epps. I think that's what you have to do. Try to target Marcus Epps. Our linebackers cover really, really well. Nobody wants to be throwing 3rd and 10s on us. Nobody. That's a nightmare. 3rd and 10s, second and 11s. Nobody want to do that. And if we start playing to where people have to play 3rd and 7s, 3rd and 10s to 3rd and 15s, or second and 13s, it's gonna be a nightmare for this league, man. I'm so confident in this defense. Now that you know how confident I am with the defense, Jalen Hurts has took it upon himself to get everybody ready. Everybody ready. They play golf. They went to Florida and they played golf and they worked out. Now, you know how the Philadelphia Eagles are. If you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan, you know how the Philadelphia Eagles are. This team is ultra competitive. Ultra competitive. Killer instinct. Ultra competitive. And even playing golf, it looks like this.
Oh my God.
Turn. Shot.
That will play.
Let's see what you do. Hold up. Man,
Oh, it count. No, it don't. Oh, that damn show count.
Fuck me. Get up there.
Hey, chip it in.
I like that.
Run. I fucking like it. Let's fucking go.
Ball out.
Fucking dub. Good to see you guys. Thanks for playing.
GG's in the chat.
$100 bill.
Hot tip.
What's up with you in this? Hey, we still got Coop.
Hot tip.
We still got Coop.
Hold on, yeah. Bam. I gave him my cookies.
You want to see it, Tanner?
Look like that. Yeah, that looked like competitive golf. Now, it probably ain't hoorah golf, but I know golf is supposed to be a common situation. But he's got those boys out there playing golf, and it's competitive. It's really competitive. That's how all of the Eagles events are competitive. Not only that, Jalen Hurts has been very upfront about learning this offense, learning what we want to do in this offense, how they want to make it their offense. And he took it upon himself to bring a lot of people to work out. And the people he brought to work out was Tanner McKee. He brought Andy Dalton, Colt Payton, the rookie, Colt Payton. You brought Devontae Smith. If Jalen was there, you know Devontae there. You know Devontae there. You got Dontavian Wicks. He was there. Hollywood Brown. He was there. Darius Cooper. He was there. Elijah Moore. He was there. You got tight ends who came. Dallas Goedert came. Eli Stowers got in some work with Jalen Hurts. The only thing that we got that's going on with Eli Stowers is him being able to block as a tight end. In this offense, he must block. He must block. He is a great talent when it comes to catching the football. You got to learn to block. Sean Main is not having you come up here and coming up here just to catch passes. You will block. You have to block to get time on the field. We got Cameron Latu, E.J. Jenkins. I like E.J. Jenkins. We had E.J. Jenkins for 3 years. Correct me if I'm wrong. We've had him for 3 years. And E.J. Jenkins is a big body tight end. I assume he can block. We didn't see a lot of them, just preseason football. And what we see from him in preseason football is he is a big target. EJ, these are the people who were there. He went and got them. And if you look, like these guys are throwing. They're running the offense, figuring out what to do in these situations. They're going over. He is getting overtime in this offense. Now, I don't know I really don't know what happened. Like if he was paying for it, I don't understand that. Now, maybe Jalen Hurts invited a bunch of guys out. Hey, y'all, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna play some golf, and then get some work in. And these the guys who decided to come. He got he got 3 quarterbacks out there dedicated. I'm telling you, in the quarterback room, Jalen Hurts is just melting on everybody in the quarterback room. It might not be the same for wide receivers and tight ends, not everybody, but if you look, he had every quarterback in the room to come out and work, play golf and work. He even had the rookie come play golf and work. You know what I'm saying? So Devontae gonna be there as far as wide receivers. You had Dontavian Wicks come out. Hollywood Brown, Darius Cooper. I know Darius Cooper really likes working out with Jalen Hurts as well. So, I think that was a given to Elijah Moore. I'm sorry, Elijah Moore came out. Dallas Goddard loves working with Jalen Hurts. Eli Style would come out, and he's doing a very good job of being on Hurts' hip. Cameron Latu. This is my first time ever seeing Cameron Latu come out and work with Jalen Hurts. EJ Jenkins, first time. Maybe they feel like they on the bubble. You know what I'm saying? And they trying to fight for a spot. And the more they know, the more they know, the best outcome they can get out of this season, which is very, very good for our offense and the mindset that we're trying to build in the locker room. I say trying to build, but if you look at the stuff that Jalen Hurts did, he almost works on off times more than the times that he's scheduled to work. OTAs and he had worked 3-4 times more than that. This man is a real leader amongst men, and everybody's quarterback ain't doing this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? The Lamar Jacksons, the Josh Allens of the world, these guys ain't doing that kind of stuff. But our quarterback who's learning a new offense, who is big on getting everybody up to his speed, host something like this, man, we are in good hands. That is all I got, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Turn those post notifications on so y'all stop missing these videos. And we out. Let's go Birds.